Hello everybody, and welcome back here to franktortorici.com. Again, whether you're joining me through the website www.franktortorici.com, T-O-R-T-O-R-I-C-I, Facebook, the YouTube channel is Rebirth028, or Twitter, I'd like to welcome you as always. So as you can see, we're back here in the kitchen. I'm in the middle of putting together a protein smoothie. This is going to be quote-unquote a very, very protein smoothie. Little different variations from the last one I've shown you guys. What we have in the blender so far is Trader Joe's hemp milk. It's an unsweetened hemp milk. Hemp is very high in omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, which are brain food, joint and artery food, and heart food as well. And very high in protein as well from a vegan standpoint. Also, what I've thrown in there is raw pecans. Now again, all these ingredients are always organic to the best of our ability. The hemp milk is not, but everything else here is organic, and you always want to go organic as much as you can to limit your chemical and pesticide ingestion. So we have the hemp milk, we have the pecans, and in the bottom there what I've thrown in already is I usually fill up a basket of strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Now, one of the berries I will always freeze just to give it more of a thickness and a smoothie consistency without having to add ice and watering it down. So today I had some frozen raspberries in there. There's blueberries and strawberries. Then I add some organic cinnamon. Now, as you guys know from past vlogs, I'm very horrible at measuring. So I just, kind of do it to the eye. Boom. Now, again, cinnamon is great for taste, but it also regulates blood sugar. So that's an important thing, especially for diabetics or anyone just trying to keep their blood sugar in check. Then the other thing we're going to add is from a company called Super Sports Bee Pollen. Okay, this is from where they exactly get it from. It's manufactured in, I'll tell you guys in a minute, it's YS Organic Bee Farms, and they're in Sheridan, Illinois. Okay, now this is a great supplement for you vegans out there if you're not opposed to doing anything from the bee family. And what this has is bee pollen, royal jelly, ginseng, has spirulina. Spirulina is the highest protein in a plant kingdom possible. Spirulina is actually an algae from a lake, but it's very high in protein, chlorophyll, which is cleansing, and amino acids, which are building in protein. It also has wheat and barley grass and papaya powder. Papaya is very good digestive enzyme. So you have a lot of good potent stuff in here. And again, from a vegetarian or a vegan standpoint, this is a very good option if you're a vegan that does ingest bee pollen, which there are a lot of vegans that don't. So if you're a vegan that does not ingest bee pollen, then you would just want to go with the hemp milk, the pecans, the cinnamon, and the berries, and you got protein in there from the pecans and the hemp milk alone. But now you add a tablespoon of this, you got an extra kick of protein from the bee pollen and from the spirulina in there and the barley and wheatgrass. And then what I like to add, being that I'm not a vegan, are 2 raw eggs. Now these eggs come from a company called Vital Farms. You can check them out. They're sold at Whole Foods. They're pasture-fed chickens. Whole Foods carries 2 different brands. One is from New Zealand, and there's Vital Farms, which are from Texas. You will see a price difference, obviously. They're cheaper, the ones that are raised in America from being shipped from New Zealand. But again, whenever we're ingesting eggs, we always want pasture-fed chickens or sprout-fed chickens. We do not want grain-fed or the ones that say all natural or vegetarian-fed. The ones that say are natural or vegetarian-fed, 9 times out of 10 are fed either grains or pellets filled with wheat, corn, and soy in it. Now, as we know, wheat, corn, and soy are the 3 highly most genetically modified crops in America. So when they're giving that to the chickens, yes, they're all natural fed, yes, they're vegetarian fed, but are they being fed the most vital food sources to have the most healthiest egg you can get? And when you're doing it raw especially, you want to limit your chances of any type of salmonella poisoning or bacteria. And when a chicken or any animal or a human being is eating foods that are alkaline forming, we have about a 90% chance of not contracting any type of viral or any type of fungus growth within our bloodstream because we're so alkaline. And when you're alkaline, disease cannot live in an alkaline body. Okay, it's the reason why we've always taught to eat our fruit and vegetables, why you see the boom of alkaline water in the last couple of years. There's a method behind that madness. Alkalinity works. So again, Vital Farms, check them out. That's probably the website, vitalfarms.com. I'm going to throw in 2 raw eggs. Now again, the benefit of the whole egg is, again, because in the yolk There is lecithin. There are very high traces of omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. Now again, when you cook an egg, you don't want to cook the whole egg thoroughly, okay? Because when you're cooking the yolk, which is very high in fat, you're now turning that good fat into unhealthy fat and good cholesterol into bad cholesterol. Same thing with the nuts. That's why we want to eat raw nuts opposed to roasted nuts. Anything that's raw and a high fat content is going to be very nourishing with healthy fats and minerals. But when it's cooked, it becomes very rancid and cholesterol forming, bad cholesterol forming. Remember, there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. We need good cholesterol. Cholesterol and fat is what supplies our body with pregnenolone. Pregnenolone is the Mac Daddy hormone in our body that supplies our body with testosterone, DHEA, estrogen, estriol, estradiol. Boom, there you go. So in the raw eggs, we are getting that component. So as you can see, I'm going to blend this up real quick. And there you have it. So, again, what we have in there are strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. We have raw pecans. We have hemp milk as a base. We have added the sports vegan vegetarian protein with bee pollen. We added 2 raw eggs in there and cinnamon to regulate the blood sugar. You have a complete protein smoothie, antioxidants, essential fatty acids in here. I mean, this is a complete meal right here, okay? When you're sipping muscle milk and Myoplex and Metrix and all these protein smoothies and powder this and powder that, it's a dead food. This is the real deal here. Everything is alive. There's nothing here pasteurized or processed, minus the hemp milk. You know, again, if you want to go all raw, you can use coconut water. You can use raw whole milk from organic pastures. And, you know, there you go. It's a whole-based protein, very, very protein smoothie. So check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, hit me up at www.franktortorici.com. That's Tortorici. You could join me on Facebook, Twitter. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not already. It's Rebirth028. Lots of videos, always posting things on a weekly basis. Keep the questions and comments coming along. I will get to your question and address it in the next video blog. And pass these videos along to your family and friends, everyone. You know, health starts in our plate and our drink. That's where it starts. We bring everything into our body. That's what creates wellness in our lives. I'd like to thank you guys. Peace and love.